Hello and welcome to the show. This is The Entrepreneur. My name is Paul K. Mwaura. I'm hoping you've had a fruitful and productive week so far. We have brought you amazing guests so far, and we'd like you to share with us the ones that interested you so much. So kindly get in touch with us on the social media pages that are on your screen right now. I'm joined by our first guest tonight, who is by me here, and I would like him to introduce himself to us.
My name is Anderson Kadendo. I'm the CEO of SpyTrack and Surveillance, the company that they started back in 2010, dealing with mostly CCTV surveillance.
Maybe you can take us back when this company started and detail to us how it started.
This company started back in 2010, but in 2013 we changed our dynamics from an electronic company to a security company. Basically, on my business trip to Dubai and China, I realized that cameras are being installed on buses. And then in 2013 is when an idea came in, when terrorists started striking on our public transport in Nairobi. Is when I brought in this idea in Kenya, and up to today it's working very well.
Anderson, I would like you to maybe tell us what were you involved in before? Were you ever in employment, or did you have any other business before you started what you have right now?
No, I've never been in any form of employment. I've always been doing business because I was inspired by my dad, who was a big businessman in Meru. And I took it over to be an entrepreneur from the one go. So since my college days, I just decided to do business.
Maybe you can detail to us the kind of services that you offer here at SpyTrack.
Our main business is surveillance of motor vehicles. And again, now we have already brought in surveillance, site surveillance of normal CCTV cameras, but of high definition. So basically, our main business is surveillance of motor vehicles and CCTV surveillance on homes, houses, construction sites, and apartments.
Talking about capital, maybe you can tell us how much you got to invest in this when you were studying, and was it from your savings or from a loan?
I started my business with a little amount of money, which was around 450,000 back in 2010. This was just a normal saving, which I saved for some time, maybe for 4 or 5 years, and I decided to venture into business with only 450,000.
What would you say would be the importance of having security cameras in our premises, in our offices, and even in our public service vehicles?
It is like mandatory for everybody to have a surveillance camera in his premises and in his vehicles, mostly the public transport and companies, which are doing with logistics. Because of the insecurity levels. The insecurity levels have gone up in Kenya now, and we need to take part in supporting the government in mitigating these security threats, which are may be normal crime, may be terrorism. So as a company, I'm looking at making Kenya safe, maybe in the next 5-10 years.
With the rise of insecurity in our country, you'll find that there are many people, bad people, terrorists, robbers, thugs and all that. They will try and, sabotage what you people are doing and installing CCTVs. So what are you doing to make sure that that is stopped?
I have developed a very sophisticated system of surveillance system, whereby our cameras are able to locate a site remotely. When you're in Nairobi, you can be able to locate your office while in Mombasa through a phone, or a laptop, or a computer. If somebody is in London, you can still be able to locate your premises in Nairobi. The same way, on moving vehicles, like matatus and logistics companies which are transporting cargo from Mombasa to Maraba, or from Mombasa to any part of the country, they are able to monitor their vehicles, their driver behavior, the way he's driving the vehicle, what the driver is carrying, where he's stopping, and who is speaking on the road through a live video surveillance.
I definitely know you're facing challenges when you're doing this business. Detail to us what challenges you're facing.
Paul, we can have a seat in my office and then we continue this conversation so that I give you detailed information about what the company is able to do.
Okay.
All right. Paul, you asked me about the challenges. In Kenya now, there is a lot of challenges in terms of surveillance. The first challenge we are facing is the internet connectivity, because mostly what we're using, our system is based on an internet. So what is happening is that internet is very, very expensive. That is the first one. Two, it is not available in all parts of the country. But thanks to Safaricom, we are partnering with them, and they are now providing a lot of most of the areas in Kenya with the 3G network, which is now doing us very, very well.
You can tell us the kind of clients that you have and maybe the different services that you offer to them.
A wide variety of clients, ranging from institutions like Merrill School in Thika, which has emplaced a brilliant system of monitoring all their buses. Also the school, the principal has given us the business of monitoring the entire school and all their buses. We have clients like Vegepro Group, the company that deals with flower farming, which we are monitoring also their vehicles as they go to pick flowers from different parts of the country to the airport. We have also clients ranging from distributors of beers from Kenya breweries who are monitoring their vehicles as they distribute beer. And there was also the oil companies, like this tanker now you're seeing on my system, me monitoring on my system, which carries fuel to different part of the country, where the tank of the vehicle, the fuel tank is being monitored by the owner, and we are monitoring it here remotely.
You definitely are doing so many activities. How many people have you gotten to employ so far?
So far we have 15 permanent employees and more than 50 marketers. So we have a huge number of employees, ranging to 65 in this company now.
Out there are people doing surveillance and CCTV cameras. What would you say is unique to you and that will make somebody else come back or even refer another client to you?
We have moved from the analog system, which most of the companies are using now in Kenya, and now we are now on digital. Most companies are using analog cameras. We are using high definition cameras and IP cameras, which are able to monitor remotely from a site which is far away from where the client is. So customers are able to manage their businesses even if they are not physically where the business is. Our system is also good because it's able to do a backup to an email if an intruder comes beyond working hours. A customer we can set for a customer that from 6 o'clock in the evening to 6 o'clock in the morning, the customer says, I don't want anybody in the office. Then we can set a system whereby it will send alarms. It will send alarms to the customer and the time when that intruder came to the premises, and then back up that person face in an email, which is very, very safe.
When it comes to taking word out there, how do you get to market yourself?
We are doing direct marketing through marketers in the market. We are also in print media.
What are the future plans of your company?
We are planning to go global, East Africa, because now the system that we have is not in East Africa. I told you before, the system that we have now is only in South Africa, in Africa. And now we are the second country in Africa. And Spytek and Surveillance is the second company in Africa to bring this system in Kenya.
Give advice to people watching you, young or old, and advise them and encourage them on the need of getting into entrepreneurship.
Start something that is unique. Build on it. Don't start looking around and saying, I want to start like that one of so and so. Look, there are so many ideas. Kenya is a third world country. Look for even ideas from developed countries. Bring them in now. Now we have gone to school. People are embracing technology. Let us bring systems that now can help our people to get better.
Out of work, how do you like relaxing, and what are your hobbies if you have any?
Yes, I was a footballer before, but now I just gym. Just go to the gym and relax from hand day work. Just go to the gym and do some practice, and I feel nice. And then also my family. My family is number one. And I would want to encourage young people in Kenya to embrace families. That is where everything starts. My wife and my children, we are very tight, and I always like spending a lot of time with them, because that is where my inspiration comes from.
We've had several insecurity incidences in our country, and you being in the security industry, what do you say is the importance of having surveillance cameras in our homes, in our offices, and even in our public service vehicles?
I believe that as the president normally tells us, it starts with even us. Security always starts with us, and everybody needs to get information about the best security is you prevent before. You prevent, then the rest will be okay. So what I'm looking for is to sensitize people through my trainings, through companies. We are doing also training on surveillance, through training our people to understand why they should have a pre, not a post. That is the basic principle of spider and spiders. A pre, not a post. Because a post will not help, but a pre will help.
And have you gotten any recognition so far from the work that you're doing?
Far so good. 1 year in operation, we are the best in audiovisual from ISTAC, the Information Technology of Kenya. They awarded us with this beautiful award of recognizing us for the best ICT Value Award 2014 for the best audiovisual category. The best in remote surveillance in Kenya after 1 year of operation, which is very good. And we are competing with companies which were running for 25 years. We are greatly honored because of our good systems.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Anderson, and congratulations on your award. All right. Okay. We've come to the end of part 1. I hope you enjoyed the guest that we brought for you tonight. Anderson says that look for that unique idea and start on it immediately. We're taking a short commercial break, but when we return, we have another guest for you, so please don't go away.